Yo, what's going on, my friends? Simchar Fitness here, Sin Title Man. You know what is down below. Alright, I got something for you, beta yuppies. I got something for you today. A little gift I want to share with you guys. Name how to get a girl, or how to get women. Right? Now, if you're looking for how to hook up video, this is not necessarily for that. This is for the guy who can't seem to get a woman in his life, or can't seem to attract women to begin with. So once again, if you're looking for a one-night stand, or how to hook up with multiple women, or how to be a player, this probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for that solid relationship where you can find the woman that you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with, or at least a long-term relationship with, then I suggest you watch the rest of this video. Now, before I get into anything, I want to tell you guys something, right? I want to tell you a story, right? See, I wasn't always attracted to women, right? And to this day, I get what I can, right? But I can't attract every woman. And it's the same thing for every man. You cannot possibly attract every woman. Some women out there will just say no, and that's the bottom line. But before I was about, say, 21, right, I didn't attract any women at all. And it was a lot due in part to my personality, but a number of things. But that being said, I've learned a couple of lessons in life that have greatly helped me be attractive to the opposite sex and the opposite gender in many ways. For one, I'm going to be getting married March 27th, so that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, I've had many girlfriends, and just things have been going pretty well until once I had cemented these sort of stipulations within my mind as to how to relate to women. It really helped me. The first and foremost thing I'm going to tell you guys is, out the gate, before we get into any of this stuff, because like I said, we got a lot of ground to cover. Before we get into any of this stuff, I want to tell you guys that first and foremost, you need to know yourself, or at least a little bit of what you stand for. If you don't know yourself, turn this video right off. Go ahead, go meditate in a cave or something. Go figure out who you are. Because you got to know who you are before you ever think about attracting women. Because a woman, first thing a woman wants is she wants a guy who knows who he is, who knows who he's about, who knows in here, who's comfortable with himself in here. So you need, that comfort from within comes from inside. And you don't need to be comfortable with your entire self. You just need to know yourself on a basic level. Who are you? Who do you represent? What are you made of? What's inside? What's in the stuffing? What's on the inside? Right? That you need to know before you ever consider any of this. Alright, so out the gate, that's out of the way. For the rest of y'all that are still here, now there's three things that a woman needs, right, that I've come to find. And then I'm going to turn you over to story mode, and we're going to go into the books and see what the books say. Because, like I said, we got a lot of ground to cover. First and foremost, okay, we got a woman that wants three things. So basically, the three pillars of foundation that a woman wants. A woman wants a man who can be assertive and dominant, right? Oh, and it doesn't matter. Any feminist in the darkest corner will agree with me on this one. A woman wants a man who's dominant and can take charge of situations. Anyone appreciates that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, right? The second thing is a woman wants a guy with no issues. Now, when I say no issues, the secret here is to not that you don't have any issues. We all have issues. But you can't go ahead and verbally admit to those issues. You keep those issues to yourself, right? You talk about it with your boys, you talk about it with your homies, do whatever you want. Don't bring it up in context with a woman. As far as a woman is concerned, you got no issues. As far as you relate to that woman, you have no issues. It's real simple, actually. Do not bring up your issues to a woman, ever, under any circumstance. That's just the bottom line. Do not bring up your issues to any woman under any circumstance, okay? And finally, you got the third pillar, which is number 3, is be normal. Girls want a normal dude. They don't want a sleazy bastard. They don't want, somebody. They just want a normal, regular guy. And the more and more I discover this, the more and more I become one with this. The idea of normalcy. The idea of, I am just a regular guy, a regular person. I ain't this, don't try to be something you're not. But be a normal dude. Just a regular, average dude. It sounds crazy, right? It sounds like insane, but it really, really works. The more normal you are, the more normal, regular. Don't have any weird fetishes. Don't have any weird tendencies. Be normal. You will attract twice as many women that way. Alright, so once again, let's go back. Let's get the 3 things again. Once again, dominance, no issues, and normalcy. I give you those 3 keys. Those 3 keys. It took me a lifetime to figure that out. I just gave it to you in like 2 minutes for free. Alright, now the second part of my little presentation here, if you will, right? My gift to you guys is that let's take you on a story, right? I was in college, one of my first semesters, right? The class started and all the girls were all around me. As the semester progressed, the girls moved away from me, right, one at a time. And then one day I got up and I noticed that there were no girls, at least no hot girls, were around me at all. Like they're all gone. Right, and even the ones who weren't hot, they all abandoned me and they all went to the back of the room. I look in the back, and in the back, literally in the mecca of where all these women were, there was this one dude, and he was constantly in the enclave of the laughter and the giddiness that was going on in that area. He was like the king of that little unit. I'm like, dude, that's freaking Apple right there, right? So I keep watching this dude all semester long, and just more and more girls are literally gravitating towards him seating-wise. Like, they're sitting closer to him as the semester goes on. I'm like, dude, what's this fool got that I don't got, man? I'm hip, I'm all this, right? I go up to him one day after class, I'm like, dude, bro, let me talk to you, man. First of all, you gotta understand, this dude's like 6'5", right? And I'm more like, yo, let me talk to you, man, right? Because I'm like 5'7". He says, all right, what you want? I'm like, let me tell you something. Right, I see what's going on. I see the game you're playing, man. Yo, every single girl in here comes over leaves my side, goes over to your end of the room. Man, I'm a man, you're a man. Man, what you doing that I'm not doing, man? Seriously, bro, seriously. What you doing? He looks at me and he said something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. He says to me, I would be lying if I told you weren't the first guy to ask me this. Right? I'll tell you what, man. And so then I told him, I said, I'll tell you what. Let me pick your brain. Let me meet you. I will pay you. I will pay you to meet you and find out what you know. He's like, sounds like a good deal. That Wednesday afternoon, we met. Right? Wednesday afternoon, we met, right? And I handed him $20, and in exchange, he's going to give me 30 minutes of his time. And let me tell you, to this day, it was the best paid money I've ever spent in my life. I wrote everything he said down in this notebook. Now this, don't discard this notebook. This notebook is seriously at a legend. I kid you not. This dude was a legend. So I'm going to share with you what he told me and what has helped me attract women of all genders, of all races, of all backgrounds. All right, of all. Of all social ethnicities, right? That's what I meant to say, right? Every single girl, most of them, I'd say about 50% of the girls out there are attracted to me, right? And that's saying something, right? For a guy who went from not attracting any women to attracting most women, all right? So here's to it, all right? Number 1. This is what he told me. This is the very same notebook I wrote down what he told me. So I'm giving it to you guys for free. Number 1 says, confidence behind your words. Yo, I cannot stress this enough. You gotta have confidence behind words, behind everything you're saying. Even if you have to bluff it, just say it, man. Who's gonna judge you? What are you nervous about? You got nervous in here? They will never know you're bluffing. And if you get a smart girl, screw her. She'll know you're an idiot. That's fine. There's a reason why she's talking to you anyway, because she likes you in the first place. Because if she didn't like you, she's too smart to fall for your crap anyway, so why is she talking to you in the first place? She's just going to leave. You ain't never going to outsmart a smart girl. Let's just get that on the table right now. If there's a smart girl, she will best you, outsmart you at every single angle, at every opportune moment. So watch her with them smart girls. I'm just telling you. Be it right out. Getting a girl to laugh is a very, very good. Very good. In other words, if you get a girl to laugh, you might as well be in her pants.